Right then, welcome back. Happy Friday and all that jazz. Today we're going to do this, the Modern Bikes event. Now, it was hard. It was, oh my god, it was ridiculously hard. And we were into the 20s on restarts on one of the events. But anyway, I'm not sure if it's me being an idiot with a new controller or it's because I've changed to a Series X and the AI works differently. But initially, the vibration on the pad didn't work. Now, I'd never really noticed before how much the pad is vibrating. So, first event is at Monza. We're going to use that. GSXR 600, race modified 2017. Apparently we've never used it before, so I thought I'd give it a go. Set-wise, Monza doesn't really put a lot of energy into the tyres, despite being massively fast and having massive braking zones. Well, the vibration function wasn't working. So, yeah, it was hard. I'd never really noticed how much feedback the controller is giving you all the time. When you get towards the rev limiter, you get a little vibration on the right. Every time you put the brakes on, there's a little bit of feedback through the controller. When you're really on the brakes and the bike's sliding about, you're locking the front wheel, you're spinning the rear wheel. There's feedback everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And without it, horrendous, absolutely horrific. But this time attack at Monza didn't go too bad. We're chasing a 154 dead. I've got no feedback through the pad, so how I didn't lose the front end on this is beyond me, because the next race was absolute hell on earth. So let's see how we get on with this, and I'll see you in a little while. And we're done. Not the fastest lap I've ever done of that track for reasons that we spoke about before. We did it, 4 seconds? Yeah, 4 seconds. So not bad to say we were riding blind, essentially, for the want of a better phrase. So we move on. Now, I was looking forward to this event. I thought Modern Bikes, it'll be really good. You've got Portimao, the Algarve circuit, and you've got UMC later on. The Northwest 200 is a bit of a stinker for me. Excuse me. Just not a massive fan of the track. But next race, Road America. AI, Road America, mega strong. Always are, always struggle with these races. Don't mind the track. It can be a little bit boring. It's a long lap. A 3-lapper here would be better than a 5-lapper. Don't get me started on the Northwest 200. But anyway, we're here. It's a bit of a weird place. You struggle for heat in the front tyre again, despite having absolutely massive braking zones and some really quick corners. So, yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. So, I had no vibration, and I'd never come across it before. I didn't know if it was the event. I didn't know if it was the controller. I've put rechargeable batteries in my controller, thinking, have they got enough output? Well, surely they must have, otherwise they wouldn't sell them and use them. But we crash, I wheelie it once, I come round and get on the gas, and we're off the back again. It just makes no sense. But yeah, we go to, I think, attempt 21 or 22 with this. And I kept losing the front, I kept coming over the back, I was crashing X and Y and Z, and it was just a nightmare. I mean, look at that, just riding off the front of the tyre, because I don't know that it's on the end of the tyre and the pad's not vibrating to tell me. So I did a bit of research online. I say research, I just searched online, and someone on a forum said do a hard restart of your console, so press and hold the Xbox button and press restart. I even went to such lengths as swapping bikes and using the Daytona 675R, so no matter what I did, I mean, look at that, first attempt and I'm straight over the back. I mean, why I'm not running the wheelie control on 2 is beyond me. Into here, lose the front, into the gravel, just, not good. We're only on attempt 10. There's another 21 of these to go. Sorry, another 11 of these to go yet. But like this one, it's kicking about and struggling for grip and fighting me. But without the vibration, I can't tell that I'm on the edge of the tyre. And yeah, it just, I wasn't quite sure what to do. I should have just stopped after 3 or 4. I put different batteries in the controller. I started the game. I restarted the game. I even put Fallout 4 on for 5 minutes just to make sure that when I fired a weapon on Fallout 4, the pad vibrated, and it did. So I knew there was nothing wrong with the pad, I knew there was nothing wrong with the console per se, and there was nothing wrong with the batteries that were in there, but it just took me about an hour to finally go, well, there's something wrong here, so I'm going to do a bit of searching online and see what the problem is. But the problem was that I'm too stubborn, and I convinced myself that I could do it without any vibration. And you can't. Well, I can't anyway. Someone might be able to, but not me. It was just an absolute pain in the arse. And then the sound went all squiffy. The file, there was a rabbit away with a hard drive. I'd not formatted it properly before I started using it on the Series X. And it kept corrupting save files, and just anything that could go wrong went wrong. But anyway, attempt number 22. We get off the line, and it's not a bad start. The Americans are just daft fast here. How he's ended up down there is a little bit beyond me, but we did start from the back of the grid. Excuse me again. And there's one of those lovely bricks that Milestone put in where you ride over them and they fire you. So, lap 2, halfway through, end of the long straight. I misjudged the braking point. I got a freezing cold front tyre and we're off. We get back on, and now we have a bit of a ding-dong working our way back from, well, it was 6th. Back to the front of the pack, so yeah. we're done. We're done finally, after what felt like an eternity. Now, in my mind, this was going to be an hour and 20-minute event. I might need a couple of stabs at the Northwest 200, but the rest of it was pretty straightforward. Apparently not. Although the Northwest 200 was a pain in the arse, but we'll come on to that for reasons in a minute. So, we're at the Northwest 200, event number 3. My console corrupted the save file. I'd already had a couple of goes of it, 2 or 3, I can't remember. And no matter what I did, I just kept crashing. So, attempt number 3, we're on the 5th lap. These are 25 minutes ago, the best part of. I run wide and have, well, one of the most horrendous crashes I've ever had in the game. Attempt number 4, so we're in first, last lap, 1.4 second penalty, 4.2 seconds back to second place. Still 4.2 seconds, still 4 seconds, 4 seconds. Across the line, I think, happy days, I've done it. No. Pre-programmed race times. Yes, Milestone, you horrible bastards. Pre-programmed race times, because he's either gone incredibly fast in the last sector, which he hasn't, and I had a 1.4 second penalty, and I've lost the race by 1/10 of a second. You absolute bellends. You pricks. And I was that annoyed and that pissed off that I forgot to press record when I started attempt number 5. Now, attempt number 5, if I remember rightly, we do get it done. So, we're in third, we're on lap 1, we're chasing a little bit. I'm using the Harley. Yes, I know, I'm stupid. I should have used something that was faster, but I want to get Harley up to level 4 because then I can do the Harley Davidson event and then all the events are done. So, end of lap 1, the AI spanner it on one of the chicanes and we're up to first. Happy days. Now I've just got to spend the rest of the lap making sure that I crash less than they do. I don't like this place. Yes, it's iconic. Yes, it's fast. Yes, the road racing fraternity go absolutely mad for it. It's not for me. It is just not for me. We've got a 20-second lead with a 1.7 second penalty. I'm pretty sure we're alright on the prescribed race times or whatever we're going to call them. But yeah, it was just not nice. Back tyre. That's a hard back tyre. We've got 5% left. And it's a hard front tyre. It might be a medium front tyre actually, I can't remember. But we've got 25% front tyre. Just not a nice place to ride a motorbike in the digital sense. I'm sure it's an absolute thrill a minute when you're riding a proper one, but this was just not for me. But it is what it is. We persevere, we do not quit, and we get it done. And I'd lost the will to live at this point. I'd been at this 4 hours now, maybe even more. This 4 hours of footage, and I've lost 2 files worth of data, and each one of them was getting on for an hour each. So there's probably the best part of 6 hours, because stupid stuff like that, just through the last corner, 1 or 2 miles an hour too quick, make a mess of it, and we're off. But hopefully we get it done. I think we do get it done. So we're 20 seconds in front, went across the line, 1 point something second penalty, 13 seconds. He went 7 seconds faster than anyone else in that last sector. So yeah, it just pisses me off that they feel the need to do that. It's just absolutely not necessary. But anyway, what do they say? Onwards and upwards. Portimao, the Algarve. And yes, my stupidity continues because I tried to use the Harley Davidson again, and absolutely not. The bikes that I'm racing against, some of them are just so fast. Down the straights, I have not got a chance. Not a chance. And I keep looping it, and it's wet, and I keep falling off. I've got vibration back now because I did a hard restart on the console, and it worked. It's just, yeah, it's just a nightmare. And then just a little touch off the AI will both go down. Just don't touch me. If you don't touch me, nobody crashes. Everyone's alright. Sliding it about, it's spitting me off. I mean, attempt number 7. Between this and the Road America race, we're up to God knows what. So I got pissed off and I got fed up, and I was like, well, sod it, I'm going to use that, the V4 Panigale, because if you can't beat them, join them. So I thought, oh, I'll have it. I'll have a 260 horsepower missile, and I'll do 200 mile an hour down the front straight. So I put a tune in and mucked about with a rake and trail to get the bike to turn quicker, and it made no difference whatsoever. It was still shit. Attempt number 8, we finished second, and I quite like Portimao. I'm reasonably confident around it, but I just could not beat the AI. They were so fast. I mean, I like it, it's good, but it's so frustrating to have changed consoles, and the game's just changed, absolutely changed, like completely. The AI fast, the bikes handle differently. I mean, look at that on the curbs, holy moly. I know to avoid that curb, and my brain's that maxed that I'm just forgetting the basics of what to do and what not to do. Look at that up the inside, go up the inside, I know what's going to happen, he's going to touch me. So just wait and go past him when you can, but I'm getting desperate. I'm getting desperate because I can't win, and it's taking 13, 14, 15 attempts to do anything. So I shorten the gear ratios, think I'll have a bit more punch out the corner, and guess what? Doesn't change anything, still fall off. So yeah, what's that? Attempt 14? Holy shit. So, attempt 15. Attempt 15, we get it done. It's done, not by much. Jeez Louise, not by much at all. 7/10 of a second. It's a good job I wasn't riding off the track and getting loads of penalties, because again the AI are just daft fast, which leads us nicely onto the UMC. Is it my favourite? Nah, Magny-Cours is my favourite. This is a close second though, especially the outer track. And yes, I know I shouldn't have done it, but I have done it. I've gone with the VR1000 again. I just want to get Harley up to level 4, but pick your events. Don't pick this one. Pick a small track where if you have to restart it doesn't matter, but I'll pick the fast ones. So, attempt number 1, running wide, working hard, grafting, chasing the South African rider down. Right, so watch. Oh, it's not this one. On the actual attempt, when I get it done, at the back of the grid there's a rider and they just absolutely vanish into the distance. But I'm just trying too hard. I'm trying too hard. I'm wheeling it, I'm flipping it, I'm all over the curbs, I'm sliding it about, and it's just not going great. So, attempt number 5, watch the rider to my immediate right on that decay. Yeah, him or her, watch this. Watch where he goes. Off the start, everyone moves across the left-hand side of the track, and they are gone. And when I say gone, they are gone. and I am chasing them for the rest of the race. And it's a good race, it's a proper ding dong, and I am making that Harley do things that it doesn't necessarily want to do, but somehow, and I was sweating when I finished it, I was in a right mess. I had to go and have a little lay down and a drink of something stronger than 7-Up. This event broke me. By far and away the worst event I've done on this game. But anyway, enjoy the riot at UMC. And it's done. Oh dear me. I don't know how, but we've done it, and we've done it at VR 1000 as well, which is an absolute tank. But it's done, it's finished, it's a hard event. A hard event. If you're on Xbox One X, it might be easier, but on the Series X, that was an absolute pain in the arse. The worst event I've done so far. Yeah, even the endurance races, but it's done. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave me a comment, let me know how you're getting on. If you've enjoyed it, subscribe, hit the like button, share it about, because we're going to do them all. I'm not going to stop. We're going to do every single event till it's done. So fingers crossed. I will see you next time. Stay safe. Peace.